Hey YouTube, it's Crash Brummaging here. Normally I'm doing the drift truck death trap build, and today I decided to change the tempo a little bit. So I got an argument with somebody here the other day about GMOs. Oh my god. And they lost their crap. I hate to break it to y'all, but GMOs have been around for hundreds of years. And before you have anything smart ass to say about it, think about that for a minute. The corn that you buy in the store, whether it's a can, whether it's organic, whether it's on the shelf at your local Safeway, is yellow. Yeah? And let's take a look at history, and you will discover that corn was not always yellow. It was a multitude of colors. Browns, yellows, blues. I mean, you can get a crap load of different colors in something as simple as corn. So for those of you that are doing GMOs, I hate to break it to you, but if you're not going to eat anything with GMO in it, then you're not going to eat anything at all. Even strawberries in today's world are genetically modified in one way or another. So let's break that down. Genetically modified organisms, or GMOs. That is something, say, let's take corn for example. And it started off as these different colors, and somebody, a breeder somewhere, a botanologist, decided that they were going to make it look a little more appetizing. So they started crossbreeding it with other plants, other animals, other organisms to give it that color that it is today. Same thing happens with watermelons, lettuce. Pretty much every food on the market is genetically modified in one way or another. Our meat is the extreme of that. You look at dairy farms, not dairy farms, but let's call them hamburger farms. And a lot of those cattle have been injected with steroids and such to give you more meat per cow. So it's more money per cow head, so to speak. But yeah, as far as a non-GMO diet is concerned, I hope you enjoy starving to death. Because if you're not starving to death, you're still on a GMO food. You're still on a GMO-based food diet. GMOs are everywhere, from your local organic Trader Joe's all the way to Walmart's vegetable department. So I hate to break it to y'all, but do a little research. Don't be ignorant. Don't be going after companies like Monsanto who are trying to improve our quality of life and take what used to take 50 acres to grow crops and turn it into 2 acres to grow the same amount of crops. And when they're doing GMOs, they're using natural ingredients. They're using other things, natural resistances. So if you want to grow something in Arizona, let's say strawberries. And strawberries don't grow well in Arizona. But what grows well here are corn and green beans. So let's figure out what makes green beans and corn grow so well in this state. We're going to take that little strip of DNA and we're going to crossbreed it into the strawberries. That way strawberries are more resilient and they grow better in Arizona. Lo and behold, now we have a whole crap load of strawberries. The GMO hype that's out there is insane, and it is causing some serious problems. With people going after companies that are trying to do a legitimate genetically modified organism for the betterment of food sourcing and to reduce the starvation across the world, and you're going to attack them saying it's unhealthy and it's unethical? Bullshit. You guys are idiots and you're ignorant. Don't let you be that person. Now, with that being said, I agree. There are a lot of companies out there that don't do things properly, that add pesticides that are not natural, and they add all kinds of chemicals that are not natural to our diets. And that is something I will not agree with. I believe nature has provided everything we need to ensure that we have healthy crops and that we can do what we need to do, which is feed this planet. We also need to get past places like California being in a drought and trying to subsidize the farmers out there. That is ridiculous and stupid. Why is the government trying to give money to farmers to grow something that's not going to grow there anymore? Why not take that same money and go, hey, you know what, guys, how about we buy your land from you and we'll allow you to move your farm and your farm tech to another state where the crop that you know how to grow and your family's been growing for 50, 60 years, and let's put it in a state where it can grow. You know, we've been doing this for hundreds of years. Up until modern day society, where we feel like we're entitled and we shouldn't have to do anything that is out of our realm of capability, has problems like this come up. For a long time in U.S. history, when places like California were going into a drought cycle, the farmers in California or the tribes in California, the Native Americans, they would pack their stuff up and they would move. Same thing with following buffalo. Buffalo don't stay in the same place for their entire lives. They migrate. Most animals do. Humans are the only ones that don't and then complain about things not going right. I mean, come on. Think about that for a minute. You're going to sit there in your droughted area and go, man, I can't grow grass. I need the government to give me money for grass growing abilities. And I need everybody else to stop taking my water so that I can grow grass. You guys are idiots. Why not take a little bit of common sense and apply it to your everyday life and your workspaces? It makes a lot of sense to me. Places like California, and we'll go with Arizona. We're doing a lot of farming here now, more than we ever were. It used to be nothing but cotton, and now we're getting into vegetables. You can go down to Nogales, you can go down to Tubac, Arizona, and there are greenhouses aplenty out there. And they've decided that they're going to use modern day technology to fix their issue instead of sitting around and complaining about it. So for all of you out there that are on this GMO hype, you're idiots. And I'm just going to say it outright. You are real idiots. I hope you take this GMO thing to heart and start starving yourself. Because otherwise, you're just an irony, a walking irony. You're saying I'm not going to take a GMO, yet you're a walking GMO. And on that, I will let you guys think about that. Have a wonderful day, YouTube. Hit like, hit subscribe. I'll be getting back to the drift truck build here in a week or so. Yep. Later, YouTube.